Hello friends, Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again, and actually doing a quick opening for something that I wasn't really sure that I was going to take a look at, but it's one of those things. Enough people that I've talked to have really enjoyed the actual gameplay of this. The art itself was off and on particularly appealing to me. Some of it hit better for me than others, but parts of it definitely did. So originally my plan was, I won't open any of it. But then I saw, hey, we've got these starter decks. The starter decks themselves have some booster packs in them. I was like, okay, we'll open some starter decks at the very least and take a look. I'm kind of doing this cardboard cohorts style, by which I mean I've watched some box openings and stuff of people opening cards, but up to this point I have not actually watched any gameplay. So I know next to nothing about how this game actually works at this point. So I will take a look at that later, but sort of in that same style that they do, this is kind of going to be a getting my hands on stuff for the first time, first impressions kind of video. I like the box art overall. Like some of them they look a little bit different. I don't know how to describe how I feel about this one. This one feels vaguely like anime RPG like style. And I don't really know what to make of this one either. Like that's the only one that really jumped out at me as having a specific thing that it reminded me of. Though they all, general fantasy kind of stuff going on. I've seen some interviews and stuff with Tanner, the CEO, which were interesting enough to kind of hear his thought processes behind a lot of stuff. So I guess I should look. This is the human deck that I am opening first. So like I'm looking at these, and honestly, I don't even know what the rarities are. I'm going to glance at, so there's a quick start guide here. I'm going to glance at that to see if there's... Okay, so set rarity is in fact that in the number symbol in the top right. Though I don't see a specific like color guide to that, but that is okay. That is all right. I'm assuming that the gold is... I won't go through all the rules doing this, but I'm assuming that like this one, that a gold is a rare equivalent. See, and that art's pretty cool. It's a very different approach to it. Sort of almost feels more like a classical painting art style almost than some of the others. So Celine, a human citizen. Cormac. So again, I'm not sure what all of the different icons and stuff mean. I might take a quick glance at that just out of curiosity. So soul cost, which I don't really know what soul is. Okay, so attack is the number on the left, defense is the number on the right. Okay, so 11 attack, 14 defense. Don't know exactly if that is super powerful or not. That king art's pretty cool. Though that comes back to looking a little bit more like fantasy, whereas that one's kind of that almost classical. Oh, see, that's a really nice piece of art too. That's kind of that classical style. See, this is kind of fun. I don't know anything as far as the poetry of life is frozen here. We float along, awaiting the thaw. Tears as stagnant as our souls. Interesting. Cassandra. So I don't know what it is specifically about this Cassandra one. That like some of this art, like this, I really like the art here. I don't like the art style as much there. Like, I think it's well done. So please, 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 artist, since I know you're watching this, I'm not insulting the skill it took. It's just more the preference, not the actual work done on it, if that makes sense. It doesn't speak to me as much. That one looks cool. So yeah, I'll have to look a little bit more into this. Mostly, like I say, I do a lot of openings. So this one is, I can't speak as much to. Ooh, that's really nice. Outside of just looking at the art. So some of these up front, like this is a much less lower attack, lower defense kind of thing. Kid. That's awesome. That might be my favorite card so far. Clear. Probe one. Draw one card, then discard a card. Okay. Wyland. Ember Sword. Archaism. Okay, well, I'm at the very least intrigued. Like, the art there, you know, some of it more so than others, but it's at least well done, very much so. I'll just stack up all the boosters and we'll crack the boosters together at the end. Like I say, this is a game that I hadn't planned on really looking into, but like again, the starters were pretty reasonable considering the booster packs included too. I've got a buddy that'll basically try any TCG with me, so that's pretty cool. So this is the Ascendant deck, which I know nothing about what that actually means. It seems borderline like, see the wings on that one, which is a pretty cool piece of art, in fact. Angel Demon, almost. Kind of a little bit of both. Like, pretty angelic there. Iris. That's a good piece of art. Helen. See, I like this one better than I liked the. I think this is that same artist. I definitely, this one jumps out at me more. Ooh, and then this one is the one from the box art, which I think is pretty cool. Anya. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna have to get these decks to the table and see what kind of intrigue they provide. Coco. That's cool. And kind of dig in. I know that they've got comic books and lots of lore stuff for this. I might poke into some of that as well. But yeah, mostly just kind of getting my first look. The on the booster packs, I might look a little bit kind of at, or maybe just even this next box, because we will have three packs per deck, so 9 total packs. And this is the Mystic starter deck. The cards, they're not bad, but they don't have like my favorite card feel, I don't guess. I don't know how exactly to describe that. They feel like they don't feel flimsy, but they definitely feel a little bit. I was having a conversation with somebody in a Discord recently, just to kind of give credit or some thought to this, where they had been measuring like how thick cards were, and I said that I was pretty sure the Flesh and Blood History Pack 1, the white border cards, were thicker than the other ones. And it turns out they were true by some infinitesimal amount. And somebody was like, how? And I'm like, it's that same kind of thing. Like, these feel not quite as thick. Definitely not as thick as those. So just a little bit. There's something about the paper feel that doesn't strike me quite as strongly. I like the colors here. This dude looks awesome. This is another one of my favorite pieces of art now, I think. Davey. That dude looks rockin'. That's a good one. And that's the box art again from the starter. So yeah, I'll be curious to actually sit down and try and play through a starter game. That said, I've said that about several games that I've just still not gotten to table. So we'll see how soon I'm able to make that happen. But I'm intrigued. I mean, both Legion's Realms at War and Flesh and Blood, that are like two games that I truly just love. It was art that drew my eye to both of those at first. So this got a chance for similar reasons, and like I said, just because a lot of people whose opinions I respect in the TCG world have really been liking it. We got Oscar, Kerrigan, and some of these I'm recognizing already. Like, I remember, that's a gorgeous piece of art, by the way. I like that a lot. Just the coloring, the purple, that's really neat. Was in the starter. Eternal Combat, that's rad. Charlie, that's a good looking card. Leaf, what are we? I honestly have no idea what this, like, I guess they're all borderless, but I have no idea what this card actually is. I'm intrigued. Oisin, an Undead Citizen. Holdar, looks awesome. So let me see. So yeah, talk to me about this leaf. I have no idea what that actually is. Is it a token? I guess it's a token, because it says there are 10 cards, and there are 5 here, and then this, and then 5 more. Felicity and Nidar. Yeah, I'm intrigued by all that. Put that shiny there. But I really like Kerrigan, this Eternal Combat, Charlie, and that leaf art is pretty cool. Holdar. Alright. First pack has intrigued me. Brought questions to mind already. Okay, the first pack didn't open particularly easily, and that one just ripped open for me, so good times. So that's a Feathergraft, Rash Judgment. I'm going to try not to spoil my cards that are coming. Fatal Poke, that makes me giggle. Ooh! Tiberius may target 2 11-year cards when attacking. I don't actually know what that means, so we'll have to see what that is. But I like that art a lot. The use of color there, dude, just looks neat. Okay, Eileen. So that Aileen, that's the same, that first card that I saw in the human deck. So yeah, Fleur. That's pretty neat, though. I need to figure out more. Are they just lore cards? Maybe it says on here and I'm being stupid. Pull rates. those pull rates aren't helpful. 7, 1 rare or noble, and 1 random rarity foil. Yeah, okay, I'm useless. Juno. It's funny that I'm getting so much undead. Undead is not typically my jam. Underworld Escort. That's another interesting thing. So I'm guessing, especially based on the pack stuff, that that's a rare. I don't think I had one in that other pack, did I? I'm guessing green is... Let me look at this again. Seven commons, 1 rare or noble. So maybe the greens are rare and 1 random rarity foil. Are the golds noble? Green is rare and gold is noble. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Okay, so this is another one where there's not an uncommon. So green has to be rare. Gold noble, I suppose. Because 2 greens would make sense for 2 rares. That's another thing. I'm so used to paper packs. Whenever I go back to plastic, it's kind of crazy now. That's cool. Clapton Irons. Artemisia's Revenge. All citizens get -4/-4. If any citizens would die, abolish them instead. Ooh. Astrid. Might be my new favorite piece of art. At the very least is in the very top of my Camilla list. It feels very The Last Kingdom. Show I love. Shiriki Tocho. Another undead. That's really funny. Ozara. That's another. I think there was one of these in the deck, but that coloring, that art style. Nicholas Del Heel. Sorry. I apologize. Correct me on that. Azizi, Einar, and Hona. So I'm definitely spending more time on each pack since than I would like Flesh and Blood. Because Flesh and Blood, most of the time at this point, the most recent set has been out for a hot minute now, so you've seen everything I'm opening already. This is definitely a capital punishment. Renewed Tenacity. That's really a nice piece of art. I like that lighting, that coloring. Alamus. Shiriki. Fleur. Vidar. Shiriki. Hey, how about that? Voice. Alright, so I know that a bunch of my pals who are into this game, well, I rephrase. I know a bunch of my pals are into this game, so I'm hoping that somebody will jump in here and tell me more what I need to know about the stuff I'm looking at and things I need to... Oh, that's really, really nice art. That's still my favorite. Ferocious Ranks. Charlie's Ascendancy. It's Charlie's serious business then. Azizi. Ooh. That one's got print lines like a boss, it looks like. See along there. That one's nice. Celine, seen that one. Astro, seen that one. And Livia, I like those. So I'm keeping the shinies mostly because I can't completely confirm what the other rarities are. Maybe I should have at least looked that up. But I was trying to go in as blind as possible, all things considered. Brassman's Will. Only one copy of that in your deck. That's interesting. Corpse Heist. Eileen, the sly... Okay, so that is what this is. This is lore. I like that. The sly, calculating, and stoic Eileen is the youngest of a now-defunct noble human family that predates the usurper king. Watching her family deftly navigate a shifting political landscape through multiple upheavals has led Eileen to become a spy master at a very young age. Cool. Despite her penchant for secrecy, she became disgusted with the pervasive greed of the monarchy, put her skills in context use, spreading Charlie's ideals, earning her a key place in the Accord. Cool. Ooh, Pollux. A mystic. And the first one I think I had that's not a common. That's pretty neat. Juno. Tocho. Throwing-O. Soaring Cascade, which is another really pretty card. And Ember Sword. I think I got 3 packs left. So yeah, this is one of those, I'm intrigued. I want to get it on the table. I will mention it again. Makimi? Okay. Ozara, still love that. Azizi, Imposed Withdrawal, Surveillance. That looks cool. I love birds. Henry. And Lorelei. Hecatomb, Infinity Blade, Somber Sacrifice, and Fortuity. So I'll talk about it again once I get to that point. I don't think it's necessarily going to become a fixture at this point. But I could be completely wrong once I actually get the game on the table. Unholy Mess. That's awesome looking. Imara. Ooh, another non-common. Molimo, but another undead. Funny. Akondo, Thyra, Kieran, Raquel. Last pack. But we'll see. And some of that is simply because I'm into too much stuff as it is. Eternal Combat, still like that. Hey, Charlie. This still is awesome. That art is fire. Really like that. And Konsu. Mortal Blow, Vital Deliverance, Dead on Arrival, and Boneyard Security. So yeah, the art's definitely really cool. This is the kind of thing that I'll keep at least, like the starters and stuff around, just in case I get the chance to play, sit down and play with somebody, whatever. And like a lot of this art is really neat. So I'll take a look at it, but I don't know. Part of it is because some of the stuff I do, I have a hard time getting on the table as it is. But I wanted to at least take a look at this, so I kind of knew a little bit more about what people are talking about. Now that I've looked at the cards, like I said, I'll flip through the rule book. I'll try and get on the table, kind of talk. There's more foily print lines there. A couple of them are really lined up. But and kind of go from there, just see what happens. And let me, like I said, I'm definitely curious. The people who are really into this, let me know what I need to look at. What deck should I try? Like, what are the different styles? Do they have significantly differing play styles? Like, what can they compare to? Just let me know. Really, I'm intrigued. I will give it a shot. And we'll see what happens. But thank you so much. I was checking out Kryptik. They're the starter decks and the booster packs included for the Genesis set, the Kickstarter product. So let me know what I'm missing, what I need to look into more. I hope you enjoyed at least looking through the art, if nothing else, because that's pretty cool stuff. And we hopefully I'll get a report back to you. I'm gonna try, like I said, try and get it on the table. I want to get a report back on the gameplay, because the art's got me like, yeah, okay, like the art. But you know, gameplay's got to be there too in the long run. So I look forward to giving you a report back on that as well. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. This is neat stuff. It's pretty easy to come by, and my understanding is it's pretty easy to collect too. So I keep on interrupting myself trying to do a sign off. So I hope you'll forgive me for that, but I appreciate it. There's just more things keep popping up that I would like to say about this because it's just kind of neat. But thank you so much for your time. Really, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye, y'all.